Everyone, it's your boy Matt. It's Taco admin for 11th of March 2026. Or we could call it a personal update. I am likely being shepherded into working vocational rehabilitation. Multiple things happen at the same time. My workers screening for NDIS expired the same day that both a former I got to see and a former colleague who was in VOC rehab and a VOC rehab ad went up at the same time. I am likely being shepherded through things. I'm not opposed to working in VOC rehab again. I'm not going to do fucking labour market analysis ever again. But it might be back at IPAR. I actually have a lot of respect for those people. I've said some pretty nasty things about the profession, and they're correct. And if I have a former colleague there who we had a very strange fucking thing, and that's over, and there's an understanding that that is over, and we would be able to inhabit the same space without having any weird stuff going on. But the biggest thing I need to communicate is that there is not going to be a point where any of my videos are taken down without a replacement of that video, and the people who I've named and shamed are going to be named and shamed, and I'm not going to be censored. And that's the most important thing for any of my work. Of course, I keep client confidentiality if I can, and I do not speak out on things without first considering client confidentiality. I waited 6 months before I started making these videos after I had all the issues I had at Henny's Health Group. But the main thing is that the most important thing is that I be able to complete my internship as a psychologist, so I maintain my authority in healthcare. If I lose that title, I lose some authority, and that's something I'm not going to give up. I'm never going to be a rehabilitation counsellor. I think I'm certainly interested in understanding that the insurance system and our healthcare system completely. I'm very interested in structural problems, and fixing structural problems is the thing I enjoy the most in the world. And I'm not opposed to the work that VOC Rehab does. I am currently in the adult mental health unit. I'm currently in the low intensity ward. It's very strange, like they're attempting to do ABA or something on me. I know this because of how they're behaving. And ABA was originally designed and inside psychiatric facilities. I'm being treated relatively well. I need to express that. I still think I'm being fucked with by the government. I'm on their lists. I know I'm going to be fucked with by the government. And keeping me in a psychiatric facility is a good way to kind of give them some credibility, I guess, by reducing my credibility. But for the most part, it's been quite welcome because it's a break from all the chaos at Ainsley Village. And yeah, look, life goes on. It's one thing, then the next thing, then the next thing. All the things that I've said, reported on, have turned out to be true, haven't they? I'm not crazy. I'm a person who's been exceedingly abused, and years of my life and the direction of my life has been altered as a result of that abuse, which was not warranted. It wasn't deserved. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just bastardized because of a very toxic culture at a single Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym. And then the follow-on effects of that throughout my life have been horrific. And on top of this, there's been all the other chaos and things that I've had to be attending to as I've held my responsibilities in the NDIS. I have behaved beyond admirably, and I want to be seen as a person who has done something quite important and quite heroic. And the way I'm being treated by these systems and these people is not appropriate for a person who's been through the things I have and contributed what I have done. Contributed as much as I have. Have a good day, everyone.